Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into something that's not just on the horizon, it's already here and it's about to change everything. Artificial intelligence in the classroom. We're going to explore how AI is poised to completely revolutionize education, taking us from that old one-size-fits-all approach to something way more personal, dynamic, and frankly, exciting.
So, let's just start with the big question, the one that's on everybody's mind. In a world where you can learn anything on your phone, does that old-school classroom model even make sense anymore? It's a huge question, and everyone from teachers to parents is trying to figure it out.
Before we can really talk about the future, we've got to get real about the present. We need to look at the challenges that schools are facing right now, because the old model, it's really being stretched to its limits.
And here's the fundamental problem in a nutshell. On one side, you have the traditional classroom. You know the one. It's linear, it's pretty rigid. And on the other, you've got the world our students are actually living in. It's diverse, it's personalized, and it's constantly changing. There's a huge gap there.
And when you dig a little deeper, you can see the pain points pretty clearly. A lot of teaching methods are kind of one-dimensional. They just don't work for every learning style. The amount of information kids need to learn today is just staggering, and a static textbook can't keep up. And let's be honest, it's hard to stay motivated when you're just doing the same old worksheets over and over.
Okay, so we've laid out the problems. What's the answer? Well, this is where things get really interesting. This is where the AI education revolution comes into play, promising a smarter and way more personalized way for us to learn.
And let's be super clear about this. This is not about robots replacing teachers. Not at all. It's about giving teachers actual superpowers. It's about empowering everyone, the teachers and the students, with these incredible new tools, like AI-powered videos and platforms that adapt on the fly.
So a key piece of this puzzle is something called an MOOC. Think of it like a textbook that's alive. It's a super smart online course that uses AI to customize everything for you. So let's say you're struggling with a concept. The AI notices and boom, it serves up a little animated video to help you out. Meanwhile, your friend who aced that part gets a more advanced challenge. It literally adapts to you.
So what's the bottom line here? The big takeaway is that this technology directly attacks those old problems we just talked about. Learning isn't one size fits all anymore. It's personalized. It's not boring. It's way more engaging with videos and interactive stuff. And because it hits you from different angles, visual and auditory, that knowledge actually sticks.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in a classroom? We're talking about a whole new set of tools. And it's not just about how students are consuming information. It's about empowering them to become creators themselves.
And this, for me, is the biggest game changer. Students are no longer just sitting there passively listening. With these AI tools, they become active designers and builders of their own learning. They're in the driver's seat.
Okay, check out this super cool real-world example, the fairy tale project. A student writes a really detailed description of a character they made up. Then, they plug that text into an AI image generator, and bam! Their character is right there on the screen. But here's the magic. They look at the image and think, that's not quite right. And they go back and make their writing even better. It creates this amazing feedback loop between writing and visual art.
And the results? They were just incredible. The students were so into it, you couldn't get them to stop. They just wanted to keep writing and creating more and more characters. It turned a regular assignment into a real passion project.
So what about the teachers in all this? Well, like I said, AI isn't a replacement, it's a force multiplier. It gives them a toolkit that handles all the routine, time-consuming stuff so they can focus on what they do best, actually teaching, mentoring, and inspiring their students. Just imagine this. There are tools that can look at a photo of a student's homework and give helpful, encouraging feedback without just giving them the answer. Or another tool that doesn't just correct spelling, but actually notices the kinds of mistakes a student keeps making and then creates personalized practice just for them. It's a total game changer.
Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. This isn't some magic wand we can just wave to create the classroom of the future. Bringing AI into schools is a massive project. And yeah, there are some pretty big hurdles we need to figure out.
And if we're going to do this right, we have to be totally honest about the roadblocks. We're talking about everything from making sure every school has the right tech to dealing with really important issues like data privacy.
But here's the good news. For every big challenge, there are smart people working on practical solutions. The tech problem? That can be solved with investment in cloud-based tools. Privacy? That's about having clear rules and secure systems. Getting teachers up to speed? That's where continuous training comes in. These are solvable problems.
All right, so we've talked theory, we've talked tools, but what happens when you put it all together? Let's look at a school that's basically living in the year 2030 already. It's an incredible look at what's possible.
I want you to meet fairimage.de. Now, this isn't some after-school club. This is a real, actual company run by students in Germany. And the core of their business is using AI to dream up, design, and sell real-world products. It's this amazing mix of tech, creativity, and business.
And we're not talking about bake sales here. These students are creating some seriously impressive stuff. They build their own custom online courses for their school. They create these unique AI-generated designs that they sell on merchandise. They're even using AI to help them write and publish entire books.
And get this, it's not just a pretend project. Their stuff is out there in the real world. You can buy a tote bag made from fair trade cotton with one of their AI designs on it. Their online shop has over 300 different designs you can get on all kinds of things. It's a real e-commerce business born in a classroom.
But what's really amazing is that it's not just about cool designs. They're using these powerful tools to talk about important social issues. They've published books on really serious topics like anti-racism and personal identity. They're not just students anymore. They're authors and activists.
And maybe the coolest part? Their whole motto, the guiding principle for their entire company, is AI meets sustainability. So it's not just about making cool things with technology, it's about doing it in a responsible, ethical way. It's proof that you can be innovative and have a conscience.
Look, the story of this school isn't science fiction. It's not a prediction. It is happening right now. It just shows the unbelievable things that can happen when you put these powerful tools in the hands of creative students. And it really makes you wonder, right? If this is what students are doing today, what on earth is the classroom of tomorrow going to create?